Hey foodies! Today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely young potato salad. It's super simple, such a delicious and comforting kind of warming salad. This salad is best eaten when it's warm because it has butter in there, so once it cools down the butter solidifies a little bit, so it's best warm. I have a couple of tips here that should help you on the way. So these are the ingredients we will need besides the young potatoes. We'll need about a tablespoon of butter, garlic. This is a very kind of big clove. We won't need all of that. We'll probably need 1/4 for this amount here. I don't want it to be overpowering, but definitely a bit of garlic going through warm potatoes makes a delicious addition. And then flaky sea salt. And here I already prepared some dill that I got this morning together with the young potatoes at the farmer's market. All I've done is just washed it and kind of now trying to dry it out here. Any excess water you can just kind of flick it off the dill, and while the potatoes are cooking I will show you what to do with dill. For now it's just relaxing here. Dill goes up really quickly, so we're trying to keep it as fresh as possible, and if anything looks like it's not good, give it a smell. If it smells off, not fresh dill usually has a really unpleasant scent, so then just toss that. Mine mostly is good, just a couple of them that need to go. I got my pot ready to go, so that's where the potatoes will end up. And now I'll show you a little trick which I found works the best when I'm cooking potatoes. I'm actually going to peel the young potatoes. Now, traditionally you don't, you cook it as it is, but really I do not fancy biting into the skin once it's cooked. And personally I can kind of try and peel it off as I'm eating the potato salad, but I find that it's just not quite an elegant way of eating a potato salad if you need to get the skins out and all of that. And then in my family the boys are not eating any sort of skin, so what I do is beforehand I just easily and simply peel all of the potatoes, and that makes the job so much easier. I used to peel the hot potatoes when they come out of the boiling water and burn my fingers, and of course imagine doing that before setting up the dinner. Not very convenient and just did not work really well. Also ruins your nail polish. So I'm just going to peel all of them and submerge them in the water to keep them nice and fresh. So the potatoes are all peeled and ready to go. I just want to tell you the weight of them in case you kind of want to know what the ratio of butter or garlic or dill is, but really this is all about cooking and doing things without precision, like I said. But just in case you're interested, this is probably like a side little salad for three, family of three. We might not even finish all of it because there's usually salads and other things there. So this is 593 grams, so 600 grams of potatoes. And I'm just going to pop them into clean water here and bring it to the boil and boil for about 20 minutes. Check how they're doing. They may need 5 or 10 minutes extra, but generally for young potatoes 20 minutes is plenty. So firstly, I'm going to basically just get the greens. So if you look at the dill, how it grows, you're going to have this main stem, and then off the sides go other baby ones. So just take off these ones and that, and you're left with a sprig. So do that to all of them, and don't throw away the stalks. I always freeze them and keep them for soups. They add wonderful flavors, especially if you're making puree soups. You can just leave them in there and then just puree it, or if you don't want to puree them, then just fish them out at the end, or you can just also chop them finally without fishing them out of your soup. The smell of dill is just so gorgeous. It's a very Scandinavian, Ukrainian, Norwegian as well, right? Do leave it down in the comments if you like to use dill. I'm not sure how popular it is in US. So today I will be using fresh dill, and then the rest will be kind of staying fresh in the freezer until I need it. Now we've got a nice bunch of dill here, quite a bit, and I'm just going to chop it . Wow, the aroma is just amazing. It's really nice in salads too, particularly in the summer. If you're doing like a cucumber and radish salad, a bit of dill in there, it just makes it sing. I'm going to take some for the potato salad, so about there, like a good tablespoon, I'd say, maybe a bit more. About there. So that's the dill, like a heaped tablespoon, and then the rest will go into one of those little zip bags, or if you have like a plastic container, just in there. The key is once you take it out of the freezer to use it, take as much as you need and put it back in the freezer as soon as you can, because if it defrosts and then you freeze it again, it defrosts, it kind of won't be fresh anymore. It won't taste good. Just keep it at its freshest. And that's our dill for next time. Otherwise, if we didn't do this, it would last maybe a day or two, and then it will start wilt and kind of not be very appealing. Do the same to the stems, but generally I don't make them too small. So in this case, I'll probably cut them in half. Sometimes I leave it how it is, but just because these are small bags, just like that. So my potatoes have been boiling for about half an hour. At 20 minutes they were just a little bit too hard, not cooked yet. Now I'm just pressing out the garlic, which is about half a large clove, or maybe like a one medium to smallish clove. Here are potatoes. I'm going to mix them in here and then pop them in the dish when they're ready. So there's some extra water here, which I'm going to get rid of. So you need to kind of crush these potatoes. Just use one of those, and we're not kind of looking to crush them completely, but just push them down and they fall apart. That's all we're doing. We're not making mashed potato. That's it. And then while everything is hot, we're going to season with the salt. So about like a half a teaspoon. We have the dill, butter and garlic in here. And then while everything is hot, we're just going to mix the butter into it, and you can see how pretty things are starting to look. So we want large pieces, smaller pieces. It's about enjoying the flavors. And then try a small piece for seasoning. Okay, mine needs more salt. You can add more butter if you want, but if you're watching your figure, 1 tablespoon would be enough. I like to serve it in a kind of bowl like this. It keeps it warm for longer. So if we're having it for dinner, then I can just cover it until I set the table, and then it will be still warm for when we sit down. Such a beautiful, simple potato salad, but full of flavor. Delicious. And there you go, potato salad done. I hope you will make it, and if you do, I hope you will enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.